It was earlier on.
Excellent.
So that's marked on his...
Can you feel me touching your toes?
Yeah.
That's grand.
no
Can you gently wiggle your big toe for me? That's grand, that's fine. Right.
You still happy with that?
Yeah. Who's counting?
Ready? Go on.
1, 2, 3.
Nice, that's on your seat.
Right. Just tuck your elbows in there, Stephen. That's good, lad.
Okay. How are you doing there? A bit more comfortable?
Yeah.
They're soon on their way to the Cumberland Infirmary in Carlisle.
I'll come with you.
Yeah.
Then I can hand over.
Certainly.
Oh, you get one of these fancy slidey electronic things, have you?
No.
Is it not? We've got a gentleman here who's had a fall outside his house. We lived in a farm out really in the middle of nowhere out in the Lake District. And he looks like he's fairly badly damaged his leg. He's certainly got a break in his leg and it's come through the skin. So needs to bring him into hospital. He's also got other problems with his health that really meant that he had to come in fairly urgently. So we just made sure everything's fine. We've given him some painkillers. Unfortunately, when we've lifted off in the helicopter, he's felt quite sick and he's been sick in the ambulance. It's not been any great problem for him, but it's just not very nice for him sitting with all that near him. So we'll get him inside the hospital now and get him tidied up, keep him comfortable and let them have a look at his leg and see what needs done.
Yeah, the doc's going to put it
Do you want me to come in the back? Oh, put the step down for me.
All right.
Stephen Groves has recovered from his broken leg.
How you doing?
Next time on Flying Doctors, Jason helps an elderly lady who's taken a fall in the country. Johnny treats a badly injured motorcyclist. And we catch up with a casualty from a road crash earlier in the series. The Great North Air Ambulance has come to the Cumberland Infirmary in Carlisle to transfer a patient to Newcastle General Hospital for specialist treatment. Johnny Ball, one of 4 doctors who've just joined the air ambulance, is working with paramedic John Kerr.
This is a 34-year-old man who's on Thursday had a motorcycle accident and he was knocked off his motorcycle by a car. He sustained a fracture of his 4th thoracic spine, which is unstable. So hence he needs to move to a more specialist unit, which is what we're doing now. During the transfer, the problems are that we have to keep his spine very level and straight because it is unstable, and he has got quite a lot of pain on movement as well.
A road ambulance had attempted the transfer the previous evening, but the patient, Stephen Malpass, was in agony before they'd left the hospital grounds, so they turned back. It was decided that a journey by air would be much less painful.
Well, it's quite sore. Because of there's lots of negative G and positive G going in, that does actually transmit to the back quite easily, and so he does feel quite a lot of pain, and despite the fact he had a lot of morphine on board. However, you've got to balance it between, he could have had that or a 2-hour ride in an ambulance, bumping up and down as well, in a road ambulance. So we had to, so really this is sort of the lesser of two evils. He's now got a very short trip in the back of an ambulance to hospital at Newcastle. So I'm just going to hand over now to the paramedic, and then we'll get on. Right, I'll give you a quick hand. Who's going to take hand over?
I'll take it for now.
Yeah.
Stephen Malpass is recovering well from his injury. The next emergency call to Castleside near Consett also involves a motorcyclist.
We've just got a guy here who's come off his motocross bike, doing some off-road biking, and he's got pain to his lower back, and we think he possibly may have a fractured femur as well. So what we're going to actually do is immobilise him completely our vac mattress, get some IV access, give him some morphine analgesia, and get him away in the hospital quickly, because he's quite cold as well. It's not a very nice day. Okay.
Well done. Oh, come on. Right. Stab himself in the eye in a minute. There we go. Probably too general, I think. Right. So he's obviously in quite a lot of pain. So before we move him, we're going to give him some painkillers. John's getting some IV access at the moment. While I'm drawing up the painkillers.
Next to the end, the left. Right.
Sure. Okay, got sharps box here.
Might just probably might just got a probably just got a dry burn, to be honest. Is he?
Sorry. Don't worry, I'll flush it with this.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks. Okay. How are we doing now?
Okay. Set.
Right. Okay. Right. While I'm just titrating this in, can you just drop the some ondansetron in there and put that in a 2ml syringe? And I'll get that. Are you insecured yet?
Yes, insecure.
Yeah. Right.
Put that on still.
Nice one. Okay. Just let that take effect first.
Well done.
And we'll do it. Right. So I'm just going to get him back, have a bit of a chat first.
Yeah.
Right, Martin. How old are you, Martin?
34.
34. Any other medical problems that you have at all?
I suffer from asthma.
Asthma, okay.
Yeah, just with exercise induced.
Just with exercise, and do you have an inhaler for that, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you have
I've
to use
used it for a long time,
Fine,
a few
nice one,
years.
okay. Any allergies to any medications?
Not that I know of, no.
Fine. When was the last time you had anything
Okay,
to
mine,
eat?
I'm going to give you something just to stop you feeling sick, alright? Okay.
When was the last time you had anything to eat or drink?
I don't know, we had it in the van on the way over here, I don't know.
Okay, very now, okay. As long as we know, okay. Right, where's the main part of your pain then?
Just in my lower back.
Just in your lower back?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Can you remember how you landed at all?
Well, my back was the first thing to hit the ground. I went over the bars and sort of flipped over and landed.
Right, we're going full pelt, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Said the album mould, so it's exactly where.
Okay. Okay. Okey-doke. We'll need a controlled roll, just down on the back, someone holding neck, inline immobilisation, and then we need 2 or 3 people at least just rolling him down onto the back mattress. So if you bring it in as close as you can, and then we'll just roll him flat and then slide him after that. Right. Are you happy at the neck then? Yeah, if you do the calls, and then we'll just do it with you.
Move on, roll, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. What are you going to say? 1, 2, 3 then?
Ready, steady, roll.
Okay, sure. Right, I need could do with someone else just holding the knee.
Your head either side.
Fine. Yeah, fine. Come here.
Is that right?
Yeah, we need one person at the chest, one person here, and then another person here. I just want to keep him nice and even, so it's completely flat and even all the way down. Just he's going to roll gently back.
Ready, steady.
Okay, gently does it. That's it. Keep
Nice
that
and steady.
Well done. Great, nicely done. All right, okay.
All right.
Now what we want to do is
Where
take
is
the
that
strain.
pain now? Martin? Right in your back. And we need to slide him on it.
Yeah.
So should we take his clothes, yeah?
Someone can take his lift his boots on. Okay.
Okay. So we're looking at the head of that hole, yeah?
If you take the
So
strain.
we need to be across and down a little bit, okay?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah?
You're going across first and then down
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah.
On slide. Ready, steady, slide.
That's spot on. That's it. It's lovely.
So smarty, man.
Right. Now what we want to do is bring it up so he's getting some support
You
under his neck. That's it. He's got back pain, which could signify a back injury, so we want to go somewhere ideally where they've got facilities to be able to.
Yeah, well,
treat
actually
that
the other way
if
around.
necessary.
All the way
He
around.
could go anywhere, but it means that if he needs specialist treatment, he'll have to move again. The advantage of having the helicopter is that we can take him straight to a tertiary, what's called a tertiary referral centre, which means they have the speciality there to deal with this kind of injury. We've also got restrictions with the helicopter as well. It has to be sort of life or limb threatening, and I think in this case it would certainly justify that. So I think we're going to be going to Newcastle General, where they have a neurosurgical unit, and we don't know whether he's got a back injury, but it's an in case.
Hi Karen, it's Jim Martin off Air 393. We've got this off-road motorcyclist. We're going to take him into the general internal side. Internal. Yeah.
John is pumping up a special bed for patients with suspected spinal injuries.
Come on, put your back in it. Okay. We're going to tilt first. Tilt first. If we tilt and slide it.
All right.
And turn to put this closer, yeah? Is that better?
Try. See how it goes.
Right, okay, your call again.
On roll. Ready,
Hang on, I need some of that end as well. Okay.
ready, steady, roll.
Yep. Up and slide on, Johnny, yeah?
Yeah.
Slide on.
Yeah.
He wants to go up that way a little bit, mind, because his feet
Yeah.
that end.
Up and across and up. Okay. Okay. All right.
On slide. Yeah. Ready, steady, slide. Yeah. Nearly there, one.
A bit more.
He's on, is he?
This way a
Bit
little.
towards us, yeah. Right, okay.
Ready,
Try again.
slide.
Good.
Nice one. Right, straps on, and let's just mummy him up.
Do you want some more food, do you?
Yeah, I think just the...
Well, do you want to strap him up and I'll go and get some? Okay. Watch the old man. I'll go and draw some up, yeah? What are you getting, John? Just get some more morphine for him. He's still in quite a lot of pain, so I'll try and flatten him a little bit.
Get on lift. Right. Ready, steady, lift.
Nice one. Right, okay. Everyone all right? Are we going feet first in, yeah?
Two helicopters, Martin.
Yeah, you will be. Go on, start. That's it. Easier with the rough ground. Right. Okay, feet first then. Okay, little lift.
Martin Jackson was found to have cracked and chipped his pelvis. He was allowed back on his feet for the first time at Christmas.
What time do you think it was when you fell over?
About 5 minutes to 3.
Jason Easby is the most senior of the 4 doctors who've just joined the Great North Air Ambulance emergency crew. One of his first calls is to a 70-year-old woman who's fallen in Billsdale.
Yeah. Just try and do it all in one movement, yeah? Roll straight up.
Right, this is gas and air, like the ladies that are pregnant and breathe, okay?
Yes,
So it's very good pain relief.
Are you a doctor in the hospital?
I am, yes.
In orthopaedics?
No, I'm an anaesthetist.
Oh.
Can I give you this? You have to breathe quite hard because there's a little valve in there that needs to flick.
Against the back, yeah.
Bring everything back up.
Yeah.
Once, yeah.
Yeah.
Try and breathe through it. Put it right in your mouth. That's it.
What's the lady's
Trigger it for it.
Big breath in. Let's have a go, see if I can. Oh, yeah, it's going to blow a little bit, okay? Take a nice deep breath.
Oh, no, that's horrible.
Okay,
that.
just try and blow it yourself.
It's very good for you, Elizabeth. It'll take a lot of that pain away, darling.
As deep as you can, in and out through your mouth. That's it.
It's going to take a lot of that pain away for you.
Not get anywhere.
No, it's not much.
No,
Try a little look.
I can't breathe in properly.
Yeah, she's got some sort of
diaphragm.
diaphragm problem. I don't know what that is. But...
diaphragm's elevated right up.
Right. Okay.
Look, would you like us to give you the pain relief through injection then?
No, I would like to try and get on the stretcher
Okay.
without.
Right.
now.
Okay.
I hope I don't
I think that's the
pass
best you're
out.
going to get there.
Yeah, not too steep. Going
I know.
Right.
And then we'll just...
I just want to give her some support
Now
on
then,
this side.
we're going to have to grab hold of your legs to steady them. I'll hold your shoulders, and then we're going to roll you back.
Go that side, I'll roll this back with it.
Yeah.
She's going to hurt a little bit, Elizabeth, all right?
Yes.
Let's we'll pop it in your mouth because you might take a big breath in when we do it.
You won't.
No, there's
won't.
nothing to
We'll
choke
take it
on.
off you. Don't you worry, Elizabeth. He knows what he's doing.
Well, let's just roll you then,
Yeah, because we need to get you out. You're going to get cold if you're laying on the floor much longer.
She will.
Can I hold on to you? Ah!
All right.
Right.
You yell as much as you
So we're
like,
gonna-
Elizabeth.
But I'll pass
John?
out.
So we're
You
going
won't pass out, darling. Yell as much as you
to
like.
roll you towards the pilot,
Take
okay?
that off,
Okay, darling.
out of my way.
So what we'll do is we'll go, when everyone's ready, we'll go 1, 2, 3 and roll. And everybody move together, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, is everybody ready?
Oh my God.
1,
Relax.
2, 3, roll.
Ow! 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 Oh!
All right.
Oh! Oh!
All right. Okay.
Oh!
Right.
Oh, that was terrible.
Right, tell you what, if I just pop a tiniest of drips in your hand, I can give you some very strong pain relief.
No, I don't want it.
Right, well,
All right.
you can either have
Ow! What are you doing?
Elspeth.
Is that side sore as well?
No, but
Okay.
you're
just-
moving my whole body.
Elspeth, listen to me.
Right,
Now then, you can have a second's worth of pain in the back of your hand, and then some pain relief for your hip,
I'm breathless.
or you're going to be hurting yourself all the
I'm
way to the
breathless.
hospital.
Try and relax. Try and relax.
Does
I
this thing
can't
sit up
relax.
slightly?
And breathe normally. Try and
Oh, and my arm's aching now with lead on it.
Yeah, it will do.
Can you get the
Please.
Just hang on a second.
Oh, I can't get up.
Just want to pull the back of the stretcher a little bit.
Oh, where is it?
That's it.
Yeah, please.
There's a little bit there.
Is that right like that?
Is that better?
Is that a bit better?
That's better, thank you.
Pump
I can
underneath
breathe.
there.
I'm dreading going in this helicopter in case No, I'm
Yeah,
dreading
it's
it
all right.
because I might not be able to breathe.
Yes, you will.
No.
Particularly with all the stuff round me.
What we'll do, Elizabeth, is we'll give you some oxygen if you want when we're on. If you want some oxygen.
It's some distance from where Elspeth has fallen to where the helicopter has been able to land, too far to carry the stretcher. But Chief Pilot Graham Laverton has an idea.
Those guys that are with her are getting on a bit, and if they start lifting, they're liable to get injured. So if we can put her on the back of that flatbed pickup truck, we can take her all the way down to the aircraft, and then we'll just have the one straight load into the back of the aircraft. I was hoping to try and load a stretcher up. We've got an old lady up at the top end by the shed up there, and all we've got is the two of us to pick her up and some older men. I don't want them doing it because they're liable to do themselves more damage. I just want to put it on the back of your truck.
Your level.
Yeah? That'd be fine, just so we can bring her back down to the aircraft. Could you do that for us? That's very kind of you. Right, John, they're gonna pick her up.
Our cameraman Steve puts down his camera to help lift Elspeth, who's declined any kind of pain relief.
We tried to give her some gas and air, but she's got a diaphragm problem and a breathing problem, unable to generate enough suck to generate the entonox, and she was unwilling to have any sort of cannulas put in. So at the moment we've just got to immobilise as best as possible and get her off into hospital, I think.
Elspeth spent over 2 weeks in hospital with a broken leg, but is now fully recovered. Road accidents will become a depressingly familiar sight to the doctors on the air ambulance, but unfortunately they won't all be as uncomplicated as this one near Trimdon.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a young lad who's obviously rolled his car over 3 or 4 times, I think, having hit the tree. But no, he's fine himself. He got out of the car, he was walking around at the scene, and just got a small abrasion to his hand on sort of gross examination, really. He's got no pain anyway.
But looking at the car, it looks as though he might have been lucky.
I think, yeah, looking at the car, he's been very lucky, yeah.
This car is a broken car. It's no longer a car. It's a was car.
4-3.
And he's a very lucky person.
In fact, he hurt his hand taking the keys out of the ignition.
Did he?
Yeah, that was the only time he hurt himself.
I mean, look, the sister that was driving the other car, the car that he was sitting in, she said he passed her back there at high speed, you know, and she said I wouldn't be surprised if he crashes. Yeah. And she said when I came around the bend and saw the car on the roof, she said I knew straight away who it was. It's not his car, it's his girlfriend's, by the way.
His ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. Right then.
Fine.
Let's go.
See you in a minute.
Not all road accident victims are that lucky. In the first programme in the series, we saw paramedics Matty and John at this crash. It took fire crews more than 2 hours to free David Hodgson from the wreckage of his car.
One of you lads go in the cab at that Mercedes.
Yeah, how far away from hospital? How far? Aye.
Well, I had a broken tibia here, which they put a nail in down my shin. I had a broken ankle talus bone, they've screwed that. I had a broken femur, which they put a pin in there, that came through the skin, and there's a scar there. I had a broken humerus here, they put a nail in there, and I had a broken ulnar radius here, which they've put a skin graft on here because my arm swelled up, and if they'd left it, the muscle would have died, and I wouldn't be able to use my hands. So they've left it open for a while and put a skin graft from here. I can remember the helicopters coming in, first of all, I can remember, and the fire brigade being there, and then I can remember the paramedic by my side as we tried to remove my feet from underneath the pedals of the car. I just thought it took 20 minutes, but apparently we were there for 2.5 hours, so that was a long time, and they've obviously done a very good job. I'm here now, so.
I think once we start having doctors on helicopters, I think we'll continue to have them. I think they bring skills to the scene of the accident which it would be unreasonable to expect the other members of the crew, the paramedics, to have. The paramedics have other skills which complement and they work very well together. And once, certainly in other parts of the world, once that team is developed, it's such a comfortable and effective alliance that it's unlikely we'd ever go back.
Obviously we've got to prove that it's a valuable exercise. From the patient's point of view, we know it's a valuable exercise from the doctor's point of view because it gives them unrivaled experience in a difficult situation. But I very much hope that this will be a permanent part of healthcare in the northeast of England from now on.
To my mind, it is absolutely essential. Because, as I've explained, the rural nature of our area, the distances to hospitals, the sort of incidents that do occur, you cannot do without a one. We've seen it, we've tasted it, we like it. To take it away from us now would deprive a lot of people of a valuable service.
It's like getting paid for a hobby. for me. I mean, how many people could say, well, I love flying, and not only that, I get paid for flying? Very, very few, and the job satisfaction is absolutely incredible, it really is.
How can I be expected to soar like an eagle when I'm down here scratching the ground with a bunch of turkeys for £3.50 an hour?
I absolutely love this job. I'll tell you something now which I don't want you to tell the paramedics. I would do this job for nothing, absolutely nothing. I love it so much, but don't tell them.